this nicely. I'm not going to put it nicely. I grew up in the hood. My mom and daddy stayed in the hood. My granny stayed in the projects. Like, so the environment financially, number one, was not good. It also was not a well environment, being that I had two parents that were not emotionally intelligent. So that caused my environment to be hectic and chaotic as well. And I will also say, growing up in a in the black South with old Southern grandparents and parents, because because that's what I had been told my whole entire life, that my hair in its natural state is not good enough. It's bad hair, it's nappy hair, it's hard hair. And so, just realizing all of those things in my environment that were going on, and it's kind of like I was the scapegoat in my family, because if you didn't act that way, we're gonna have to do this. If you weren't so bad, if you didn't run your mouth so much. And then when I got out of that environment and realized y'all still got mess going on and I'm not here, sounds like I wasn't the problem. I didn't think my family loved me. I didn't think God loved me. I thought that if God did love me, he would have put me in a better situation. He would have gave me a better family. He would have gave me a family that cared for me. And so it took my spiritual and mental health journey to realize my family loved me the way that they could. And it doesn't excuse their behavior, because, they were still wrong in some of the things they did, but it explains it. That, I'm loving it and I'm having a good time right now, but that still took some work and being intentional and having to love myself through it. So that's why I did say that, I'm grateful for myself and I'm thankful for myself, because of course, me and God, that was a tag team effort, but I still had to do the work. A part of healing and spiritually, emotionally, mentally is also realizing I didn't do right sometimes neither. I could have did better in some places too, and I could have made some better choices. And so I'm just thankful and grateful now that even though I might have some similar things happen, I'm not going to respond the same way. I'm choosing to be different. Realizing that I have a choice. I can choose my happiness, I can choose my peace, and I can choose my joy. It don't mean that I ignore the things that's going on, and it doesn't mean that I let anybody treat me any type of way either. Right. But I'm just not going to choose to resort back to the life that I don't want to live anymore. And it is my prayers. These are my legit prayers, because I journal and handwrite my prayers to God every day. And so, look, sometimes, almost every day, sometimes I might skip a day, but these were my actual personal real life prayers that I turned into a book and used my clinical expertise to explain why these prayers probably weren't coming true, because I'm asking God for these things when really a lot of these things I can do myself. God is giving me the resources in order to do myself, and those resources was that mental piece and that emotional piece and these other dimensions of health that all need to come together. I don't think people realize how much all of these things are interconnected. It's like some people that we keep asking God for a cake, and God is giving us the ingredients to bake a cake. And so I think that's something people are not realizing. It's like I keep asking for this and asking for this, but really I just have to put all the things together in order to get it. August 26, 2019, and there was a quote, "I wish I could love someone so much that I would die from it." Dear God, this is a quote from the book Lucy, a novel by Jamaica Kincaid. I feel very similar to Lucy in some ways, angry and bitter because my mother let my father ruin her life, and consequently it affected our mother-daughter relationship. Not being touched by things that touch others, having flashbacks of memories that I try so hard to forget, avoiding the place where I grew up at all costs, and being referred to as the devil. I felt all of that. Sometimes I wonder what my life would be like if those around me had loved me correctly. Then again, sometimes I'm glad that I wasn't. I'm glad that I learned to love myself over everything and everyone else. Because if I hadn't, I'd be like everyone else. I'd be so desperate for love that I would fill that void with any and everything that gave me some attention or made me feel good. Just do it. There are some times where we need to take risks. They should be calculated risks, might I add. Don't be going out and doing nothing crazy, all willy-nilly, and say, I told you to do it. But so sometimes we just need to take the risk. Just go ahead and do it.